squish them to death, but like they're so weird. Okay, so.
They really are. Hello, my name is Jared. I'm meeting with Eric from Eric's Bike Shop in hopes of setting up a meeting later this week to provide him with our longboards throughout his stores. I personally ran into Eric at a bike show in Minneapolis, and he agreed to sit down and have lunch with me. Hey there, Mr. O'Donnell. I'm glad you decided to sit down and have lunch with me. Did you enjoy the show?
Yes, I did. And please call me Eric.
Some of our...
I really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Shit, damn it. Okay, let's just restart it. I don't get why mine's complicated.
I don't know. It's not as fun as the last one.
What?
It's not as fun as mine.
No. My name is Jared. I'm meeting up with Eric from Eric's Bike Shop in hopes of setting up a meeting and providing them with longboards throughout their stores. I personally ran into Eric at a bike show in Minneapolis, and he agreed to sit down and have lunch with me. Hi there, Mr. O'Donnell. I'm glad you decided to sit down with me for lunch and talk. Did you enjoy the show?
Yes, please call me Eric. And I really enjoyed it, didn't you?
I did. Some of the new models are quite unique.
I'd say so.
Before we get started, I'd like to give you a little information about our company.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I take notes?
Not at all.
Great. So you roughly have 20 stores around the U.S., correct?
Actually, we have about 28 stores now.
Ooh, it's good to see you're expanding. If I may, I'd like to ask you a few questions regarding the longboards in your stores.
Yes, what about our longboards?
I see you carry Sector 9 boards in your shops. Very nice boards. Roughly, how have sales for longboards in your stores been the past couple of years?
Well, with the recent boom in longboarding, I would have liked to seen a dramatic increase, but it hasn't been that much.
Why do you think the sales aren't as good as you'd expect?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Our sales team does not have a problem selling the bikes, and sales for them has been expected.
Do you feel the reason could be your sales staff?
No, I believe our sales team are well coordinated in trading and closing sales.
We'll have to get back to that, why that might be in a minute. About how much would you say was lost in profits because of the poor sales numbers?
Honestly, I would have to check with our accounting department, but any loss in profits is a loss in my book.
Have you considered the fact that it might be the brand reputation you represent in your stores?
I feel as though our longboards aren't too pricey and that we have good quality brands, so I'd have to say no.
As I mentioned before, you sell sector longboards, which are about $100 to $200, right?
Yeah, roughly 1 to 200.
Studies have shown that the average beginner nowadays will spend up to $200 on their board, while the intermediate and expert longboarders are willing to pay up to $450 and are also willing to buy parts and other boards more frequently than that of the beginners.
Those are some interesting statistics.
Here are examples of our top 3 selling longboards. As you can see, they're priced from $200 to $400, while which are a little bit higher than the prices in your stores, but are perfect for those intermediate and expert boarders.
What are you saying?
I simply mean that I believe that the problem could be the brand image in the eyes of the target market you're trying to sell to. Our boards are consistently rated at the top in the longboarding communities, and we'll even be able to provide you with higher quality longboards meant for those intermediate/expert that target market. If you'd like to discuss it more and figure out the reason why the loss in sales, we can set up a meeting for later this week to discuss it more.
Yeah, I'm interested in what else you have to say, and I'd like to discuss this more.
Great, let's set up a meeting for 3:30 Friday afternoon. Does that work?
Sounds great.
I'm kidding.
Good job. There you go.
That wasn't bad.
Where? So you're going to edit out the beginning?
No.
Is it still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sending it all to her.
Okay. Even though we're swearing and crying.
You didn't fucking swear.